Hi everyone. Hi, I'm Libby. Welcome to Lunka Living and Yoga. This is your space to practice yoga and the art of living well. We all love stories and our bodies love movement. So in today's practice, we're going to combine both of those and explore The Lion Inside by authors Rachel Bright and Jim Field. Let's come into Balasana, Child's Pose, and begin. Take your knees as wide as your mat, push your hips back and allow your hips to feel heavy. Creep the fingers forward and allow your forehead to rest onto the mat. Start to connect with your breath and feel where it is in your body. And feel it as it expands the back of the chest on the inhale and softens on the exhale as you let everything go. Continue to breathe in Child's Pose. In a dry, dusty place, the sand sparkled gold, stood a mighty flat rock, all craggly and old. And under that rock, in a tiny full house, lived the littlest, quietest, meekest brown mouse. From Child's Pose, come up slightly, inhale, taking your right hand circling up to the sky, and on the exhale, letting it float back towards the mat. Inhale, taking your left hand up this time, and on the exhale, reaching even further towards the mat and let it land. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more time on each side. And then settle back into your Child's Pose. This time, an option for you to bring your knees together and allow your hands to just fall gently by your thighs in a narrow Child's Pose. You can rest either of your cheeks onto the mat. He was so very tiny, so incredibly small that nobody noticed him ever at all. He got trod on and sat on and missed out for stuff. Ignored and forgotten, yes, mouse life was tough. Come up to all fours now. Align the knees with your hands. Inhale to prepare using a nice neutral spine, and exhale, C-curve the spine, cat pose. Inhale, opening the chest, cow pose. And again, moving through every vertebra of the spine as you move in between each of these nourishing poses. 2 more times. Push through the upper body. Open up. Last time. Open up. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under. Inhale to prepare, pulling energy out through the crown of the head. Exhale, lift the knees off the ground just an inch. Inhale, knees come back down to the mat. Inhale to prepare, exhale, empty all the air, pulling the abdominal muscles, warming up the core now, and knees come back to the mat. One more time, roll the shoulders down, create a long neck, and coming back to the mat. Keep your toes tucked this time and come back into a Child's Pose again. Creeping the hands forward, feeling that beautiful length down the side body. Rest your head onto the mat. Meanwhile, far above on top of the rock, times were quite different. It was lion o'clock. This huge toothsome creature made sure everyone saw how important he was by how loud he could roar. In your child's pose here, take a big inhale and with an open mouth, let all the air out and even create a little roar with your breath. Inhale again. Exhale, open mouth, lion's breath. One more time. Let it all out. That's it. Come up to all fours, this time right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, we take our hands up to the sky. Exhale, it rains down. Inhale, pushing back to half split. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, deepen. Inhale, peel the right hand to the sky. Exhale, circling once. And circling twice, and let it rain down. Come on back to all fours. Inhale to prepare, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra, pushing through the heels of the palm, and exhale, come back in to your child's pose with your tucked toes and creep back out your fingers. Hold this pose now. He was head of the pack. He was shouty and tough. He loved showing the crowd he was made of strong stuff. Yes, all were impressed by this mighty king cat. If only, thought Mouse, I could be like that. Coming back up onto all fours. Inhale, bringing the left foot forward now, low lunge. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, hands come back down to frame the foot. And we push back into half split. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, we come back to low lunge. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, peel the left hand up. And on the exhale, circle it once. Inhale, reach high. Circling twice. Inhale, let it rain down. Come back onto your knees. And on the exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, coming back up onto all fours. And this time, replacing your hands with your elbows. Clasp the hands together. And you can rest your head on the ground, tuck the toes, and push up into dolphin pose. Stay here, or if you prefer, come back down into your child's pose. Then late one night in his Minnie Mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped into his head. He jumped up from the covers and held up a paw. "I've got it," he said. "What I need is a roar. I mean, what if this mouse with the weeniest squeak was a little more grrr and a little less meek? Well, he'd still be the smallest of fuzzy brown mice, but he'd make friends and join in, and life would be nice." Come down to all fours, press up to downward facing dog. Take one full breath cycle here and release. Inhale, right leg, three-legged dog, we reach high. Exhale, right knee comes to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, we reach high. Exhale, crossing the knee over to the alternative elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach your heel height, dial down the toes, and on the last exhale, nose to knee, and return to three-legged dog. One full breath cycle here. Stay here, or invitation to open up that hip, coming to a fallen star. Take either the hand reaching high into the fallen star, or that heel continuing to press high, and breathe for 2 more breaths. into your three-legged dog all together now. Come down to downward facing dog. Lift the hips high and settle in. Breathe easy. Option to come down to child's pose. Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it now. But gulp, oh my gosh, there was only one beast who could teach him this thing, but might make him a feast. It was time to be strong, take a chance. After all, forever was such a long time to feel small. Coming back to downward facing dog if you're not there already. Inhale, left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, crossing over to alternative elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all the air out, nose to knee, dome the back. And push back into three-legged dog. One breath cycle here. Dial down the toes. An invitation to come into your fallen star or remain in three-legged dog. Push out of your body and feel an expansion beyond the edges of the physical body. Breathe. Inhale, coming back to three-legged dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Pressing into your downward facing dog, or again, option to come into your child's pose. The further he climbed, the closer he got to the slumbering lion reclining on top. Then at last, as he stood on his tippy toes, he found himself suddenly nose to nose. Push back up into your downward dog if you're not there already. Bend your knees generously. Look to the front of your mat. Crisscross to come to a forward fold. Lower your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose, stand tall. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, extended mountain pose, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, warrior two, right foot back. We arrive. Open up the chest. Settle in, breathe. Set your wristy out front. Oh, pardon me. Wake up, Mr. Lion. You've got company. Squeak, Mr. Lion. What I've come to you for is squeak. Do you think you could teach me your roar? Flip your front palm so it's upward facing. And on the next inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, deepen. Continue the flow, side angle. Stretch out of the fingertips. One last time. Wristy looking high. Side angle pose. Look over that shoulder. And then windmill your arms down to frame your front foot. Come to plank position, hold. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath cycle here. Come back through plank position and lower to your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog and hold. Option to lower and simply rest your cheek on your hands. A silence befell that twinkling plane. Lion opened his eyes and puffed out his mane. Time slowed right down. Why, it felt like a week. Then he opened his mouth and let out an eek. Lowering down to your mat if you're not already, push back into a narrow child's pose. Tuck your toes and push back down to downward facing dog. Take one deep breath here. Bend your knees generously, crisscross the front of your mat to a halfway lift, forward fold, and roll up to Tadasana, feet together, stand tall. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, extended mountain pose, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, warrior two, left side. Take a moment, check your alignment. Take a drishti out over your front middle finger. Settle in. The lion was shaking, his paws all a fumble. He was backing away with a scrambling tumble. Don't hurt me, he whimpered, try to be nice. Well, my goodness, this lion was frightened of mice. Don't worry, Mouse peeped. I'm a friend, not a foe. Let's rock this together. We'll have fun, don't you know? Flip your front hand so it's facing the ceiling or the sky. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, side angle pose. Exhale, deepen. Open up wide, expand beyond your horizon. Side angle pose. One more time. Windmill the hands, frame the foot, come to a plank position, chaturanga dandasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One breath here. This time, bend your knees generously, crisscross, come to the front of your mat, and then come down into a little squat, heel toe your feet so that they come just off your mat or to the very edge, and help yourself come down into a yogi squat with wide legs. It's all right if your heels are up, they don't need to touch the floor. Just find something that's comfortable for your hips to be heavy, and bring hands into heart center. Pressing against the legs with the back of the elbows, or hands gently in front, shoulders rolled back, lots of length between the shoulders and ears. That was the magical moment for sure, when Mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He had found his true voice and learned to speak out. And for that, you don't need to roar or to shout. And from that day and always, the two were a pair. They both liked that rock better now that rock was to share. The mouse, while still little, felt big in his head. And the lion, he still roared, but with laughter instead. From your yogi squat, just help yourself lower to the ground and come into a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana. Inhale, take your hands wide. Exhale, bring it up above head. And inhale once again, reaching even taller. Exhale, cactus pose. Inhale above head, and now interlace behind the back. Stretching the knuckles towards the back of your space, rolling the shoulders down, feel this nourishing chest opener stretch. Hold this for a few breaths. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside. Release the bind, bring hands to heart center. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I really hope that you too felt this book teaches us a lesson, that there's nothing that we have to fix, nothing we have to change, but an opportunity every day to hold space for ourselves and others, and share in the joy of the journey, finding balance, harmony, and inner peace. Namaste. See you next time. Bye.